Good morning, everybody. So we're in Seattle, Washington, just finishing up our reset and getting ready to roll out. Doing our pre-trip right now. Today we are going to be doing what is known as a shag load. We'll roll over to a drop yard, pick up a trailer, take it to its receiver. That's only about 20 miles. Then after that, we have another load that's going to Illinois. But that doesn't pick up until later today. Big thing we're looking for, if you haven't watched my previous video on pre-trips, we're looking for anything that's cracked, bent, broken, leaking. Now, I take care of my truck. I know there are a lot of drivers out there that don't. I know for a fact there are no issues with my truck. I've had this trailer for, well, basically the last week. Well, it is a spring ride. It's an older trailer. It's a solid trailer. It's good. All the lights work. Hang on, I'm going to switch down for a minute. That vine has thorns. Ow! So this trailer's a little dirty, but for the next driver, it's fine. I don't have a trailer washout in the area, otherwise I'd get it washed out. You open the door. Always make sure your upper latches are locked. See it all the time. Drivers close the door and don't make sure everything's sealed and locked up. Those things bite. I mean, I'm even feeling this through the jeans. That's wow. ABS lights off. That's good. Make sure all your pins are locked. Don't want these tandems sliding around when you're driving. Alright, well, first and foremost, this is a loaded trailer. This happens to be a dry load, which means that the reefer is not being run. As much as I want to test that reefer right now, it's dry load. I'm not messing with the load for that. I'll do it after I'm empty because this is a live unload. We'll get the bills here in a minute. Alright, well, we need to lower the front end here. Anytime you're hooking up, there should not be a gap. And there's a gap. Alright. But I've also got the suspension dumped, so. Anything going on with tires back here? No random stuff stuck between the duals. That's good. Oh yay, air ride. Sweet. I am so sick of spring ride. There's the other pin. Like why? Duh. Well, I guess, you know. Alright, that's one way to do it. We'll be back here in just a minute to check all the lights once we're hooked up. Right now, watch out for trip hazards. So busy looking at the trailer, I wasn't even looking down. That's my fault. Thing about pre-trip is it's basically the same thing, just repeated over and over. Alright. So, we're going to lift the suspension. See how much that lifts the trailer. Because there wasn't much of a gap there. You're lucky. Yep, I got rid of the gap. Cool. I'll get the bills. We'll get this loaded call sent out. And then we'll get it hooked up and go from there. Alright, for this next part, I'm going to leave you here for a couple of minutes. Because I want to show you how to properly hook up to a trailer. You don't need to slam the kingpin.
Now, to prove my point, I left the thumb screw on the catwalk. It never moved. You don't need to slam the kingpin to get it to lock. It just needs to click. While these fifth wheels are pretty tough, they're also sensitive. And if you're consistently slamming that kingpin, eventually you're going to crack the jaws or break the internal mechanism. You can also cause damage to the kingpin itself. As thick as that kingpin is, you can bend it. So, yeah, just click. Don't slam it.
Now, the reason I bring up the fifth wheel is because I see it all the time. Guys backing up under trailers, thinking they gotta do Captain Kirk again in the Wrath of Khan ramming speed to get that fifth wheel to lock. The system is designed so that in a well-maintained system, keynote, well-maintained, you should only need a crowbar and about 15 pounds of force, and those jaws will move. All right, Martin, you're in my way, bud. He's not even paying attention. Be professional, be courteous. I just walked over there and I asked him if he'd be willing to back up so I could get out. That's all it takes. No need to be rude or anything along that line. I mean, I've seen drivers
turn at the first left,
get out of their truck and they go straight to yelling and screaming. It's unnecessary. You need only be professional and courteous. Most everybody will return the favor. He was busy doing paperwork, and who just wasn't paying attention to his surroundings, didn't see my lights. I walked over and I asked him if he could back up so I could get out, and he's like, yeah, sure. We got ourselves a load of pickles. Crinkle cut 3/16 inch, if you're really interested. this one for you. Can anybody see the trailer in front of me? Every now and then the left light will flicker. But other than that, you can't see it at all. Ladies and gentlemen, please, if you're gonna pull a trailer, check your pigtail. Make sure that everything is working, especially if you're gonna drive at night. You can see the tail light from the pickup in front. That is the only warning you have that he's there. Every now and then you'll get the lighting just right where you can see the shadow of the trailer. I don't know how well that's going to show up on the GoPro at night. But yeah. I see this on a very regular basis. He's slowing down. I'm going to see if I can show in the headlights how little warning somebody has. If you're directly behind him, right there, I can't see his tail light on the truck. I have no warning. And right there, I can just start to see the trailer. We will be going through Dead Man Pass today. I will do everything I can to make sure I catch it on video.
What you are seeing here is not fog. This is smoke from the fires in Washington and Oregon.
Turn at the first left onto Raymond's Road.
So since Hershey is the star of the show most of the time on this channel, what I'm going to start doing is flipping the camera around and letting you guys get a time lapse looking back into the cab watching him. Can't really do it right now because it's dark. Can't see anything back there. But once it becomes light, I'll do that. So we're pulling out of the Indianapolis terminal. Where I just finished doing a reset. What the dickens are you doing? You're blocking the way, dude. You're not supposed to be parked like that. Harry. No, that is not an effective video. This vehicle in front of me has strobing taillights. And then you got the truck in the lane to its left that has a loose pigtail. This vehicle in front of me seems to have a cycle, left, right, left, right, left, right, in varying intensities, and then it goes back to this strobing effect. How is that legal? Alright, so we're coming into close to where our exit is. We're going to be really close to the Bronx, Manhattan, and Long Island. Without actually going through it, this is about as close as we're going to get. Although, if I'm this close, there's a very high possibility that I'll wind up going through it. Sometimes when you come across these state vehicles that are doing 5 to 7 under, it's best to just stay behind them because there's no way to safely get over. And I'm going to be exiting in 3 miles anyway. Good job, Mercedes. Look at you go. Speed limit 55 and you're ripping through here doing 70 plus.
Speed limit reduced ahead.
Another thing about New Jersey, no warnings on exits. Here's our exit, exit 60.
In 3/4 of a mile, take exit 60 on the right, onto McLean Boulevard toward Clinton. Left curve ahead. Take the first exit on the right, onto McLean Boulevard. Speed warning. Bear right onto McLean Boulevard toward Route 21. In 3/4 of a mile, bear left onto Route 21 toward Newark.
Change lanes into me. We're in old industrial New Jersey. I don't know what a lot of these old smokestacks went to, but you're going to see a lot of church vehicles and a lot of old smokestacks. A lot of rail infrastructure, too. Old rail infrastructure. Okay.
Turn at the first left onto Dayton Avenue.
Yep, just drive on the wrong side of the road to get to the turn lane. There's already a line. And here comes another one.
Turn at the second left onto Monroe Street. Turn at the first right onto Market Street.
Oh. Gee. That doesn't look right. Nope, 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 nope.
Curve warning ahead.
Just because the GPS says turn doesn't mean try it. I took one look at that. Yes, I did turn on the turn signal, but there was no way I was going to make that. Okay.
Turn at the first right onto River Drive.
Does that say road closed? I think that says road closed. Yep. Alright. They're detouring down here.
Speed limit reduced ahead.
Right now I'm following detour signs. Have not seen a single sign that says no trucks. It's not comfortable. I don't like being down here. I already knew this place was going to be a bear to get to.
Turn at the first right onto Midland Avenue. Bear left onto Marcellus Place. Turn at the first right onto River Drive. Turn at the first left onto County Route 61A. Turn left onto 8th Street.